Gemini, hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. I am so happy you are here. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're having a good day. Good morning, good evening. Good morning, good evening. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So those cards are just wanting to come in. Eight of Wands in reverse, Ten of Pentacles. So there's some kind of, somebody's trying to articulate themselves or figure out how to communicate. It's already coming in. So we're going to put him down. It's showing the Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands. Somebody making, have you been waiting on somebody to make a choice? Make a move. Okay, Gemini. So this is what's already coming in. Your reading is already beginning. Hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you are new to the channel. I am really happy you are here. This is a reading, Gemini, where we're looking at their feelings. Their feelings for you, their intentions, their next steps, their next move or moves, and the current energy in this connection. If you're navigating silence or distance, if they've been quiet or pulling back, or you're in a no contact situation, we're going to get in to get some clarity and some truth, messages, reveal. Let's see what's happening. Already the Eight of Wands in reverse again, and in the partnership placement, the Ten of Pentacles. Are you in a long-term connection with this person? Have you been building it? Has it been on the table? Well, pun intended, it's on the table. But what it is it's here in the partnership placement, and it's a new cycle energy. I feel like somebody wants to talk about that, but for some reason it is being, delayed, the conversation, the message. I want to see what's going on here. The Two of Wands, literal. You're waiting for somebody to make a choice and make a move. It could be also literal around travel. For example, coming toward you, or if somebody would need to relocate. Having seen that Three of Wands, Page of Pentacles in reverse is sort of like some issues around the pentacle, which is the relationship. Can be around chronological age, but not necessarily, This can be like a student energy. This Page of Pentacles energy, but this reversal as well, it's also connecting me to like the messenger energy of trying to communicate here. If you are around each other or you could see each other, there might be an energy of that going on. We need more. We need more. This is a timeless reading. Trust the timing, Gemini. If you are looking for your Gemini zodiac sign reading, if you're looking for your Gemini Love Tarot, it's linked in the master playlist. You'll find all the readings in the description of today's video, but also here at the Tarot Closet on the playlist tab. You'll find the Twin Flame Collective readings. They are back every week. Readings are timeless. You will find all tarot, all signs tarot, the Love Tarot Collective. The Fool just revealed itself in reverse. Okay. This is wanting to come out. So they're definitely having some trouble with communicating. That is just really super clear. The Fool is here in reverse, Aquarius energy. This is like a validation of not responding. Not like, if you do see each other, I feel like they're gonna maybe fumble or stumble, like they don't really know how to say what they want to say quite yet. But it is literally time. The Six of Swords, they know it too. Here where their energy is quite strong. It's the Mercury energy here, communication. It's Aquarius energy too. But in this boat, look, you're both here really. It's feathers. And that's a message for me. Like they're angels in defensive mode, kind of like something's going on. And this is an energy like it's time to talk. And everybody's here in this boat, which is kind of starting to move. And what I do like, it's on calm waters. The emotional energy. Because the obstacles we see here with the mountains, they're not in the way. You can go right around that. There's just reflecting in the water. So some things that went on that need to be talked about that may or may not have been true, or things that didn't get cleared up kind of energy. And it's heading here toward what almost looks like the aurora lights, doesn't it? The Hierophant is here. The Ace of Wands is showing again the delay, the reversal energy around that. The Eight of Swords, and I would say the delay in what? Getting out of their head, getting out of no contact, breaking the silence for sure. And as I say breaking the silence, look at the Ten of Wands. It's in reverse, which I do like, because it's like, okay, that's it, you know. Getting them, like I need to hear this, I feel like, you to them. Like, we need to communicate. Because look at the walnut. Tough nut to crack energy. There's somebody here is trying to pry it open. And that's also like, what are you thinking? What's going on? And it's also bringing it out. Eight of Swords in reverse. That's actually your energy. But it is an energy of kind of being in your head. Like, we go in there sort of on our own, you know, and there's a holding back energy. Like, look, they could very easily untie their hands, tear all those feathers again. This reversal energy I do like, because it's coming out of that. And also, even with this nut to crack energy here, this walnut, which does connect with the brain, interestingly. They say that it's like, what is it? Walnuts in the brain. What are tomatoes connected to? Anyway, I'm being silly. But this reversal energy, it's like, okay, they're in their head. They're getting out of their head and they're bringing the information. That's what I want to say. It's like not holding it back anymore. The Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. The Lover's card is here, Gemini, and that is your energy. And I want to bring in what is calling to me here, okay? Because this is how I roll. And that's it. The bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so clearly things have been going on. The Lover's card is here, which I want to talk about, but the Ace of Pentacles is here in reverse. And that is a pretty strong validation around something not working out, like somebody was. I think a lot of this to me right now is just feeling really connected to them being in their head and like not communicating openly, because you're a great communicator. And it could be that there's two good communicators, but then there's so much that everybody wants to say and feels like they're not being heard. But it feels more like, you know, they haven't been, and they're just like, you might have had that walnut tool trying to get it open, and like, what's in your head here? What's going on? On our Ace of Pentacles today, there's a person on the horse for this wheat field, and it's like the shadow of the horse. You know, and in this reversal energy, there's definitely something here around what happened here to talk about. There could even be some money issues. It's not really clear. And that's going to be a very specific message, by the way. So the King of Pentacles is the bottom of the deck. One of four kings under our Emperor. You're watching the Tarot Closet reading, by the way, and I just wanted to say thank you for being here at the Tarot Closet. This energy of the Emperor around commitment, knowing what to do, you know, how to invest, you could say. Now, again, it's somehow bringing up some kind of money, and I think that's just super specific. That could be connecting that money around going out to other things that maybe has affected this relationship. That's a very specific message, though. But our Knight of Pentacles having some kind of trouble around the relationship. The King of Pentacles, not so much. The Grape here, there's something coming through in our King of Pentacles around things developing. What's wanting to come through here? Wow. It just moved everything, and it just revealed the King of Swords. Yes, they are about to communicate, Gemini. More of your energy. Gemini and Mercury energy, to be exact. They are in their head. They're in deep thought, and they're making plans to either break the silence, the distance, and, you know, has this person been quiet or pulling back? Is there an emotional distance? Are you navigating silence, and are you navigating it on a bigger level, like you're not around each other? It's so specific to you, but I'll tell you what, they have been a tough nut to crack. And this is somebody who plans to come here and communicate. Communication, they're just formulating it. They're thinking about it. They're either writing stuff maybe that you saw, or you're hearing things, or they delete them. Because there is a little bit of kind of overall, them being like kind of all over the place energy a little bit. What are they coming in here to talk about? This talk that's needed to happen for a long time. Well, the King of Pentacles, the Lover's card, the fact that you love each other and you need to make a decision. This feels like a cycle that's been going on. How long and what are the details? I'm not always privy to all that, and I don't need to be. But it's definitely connecting us with our lovers, and it's definitely connecting us with our Hierophant here, which is a card of commitments, contracts, relationships, partnerships. And the thing is, it can also be indicating some things that are different and not lining up. For example, if somebody would want to be married and somebody else would say, well, I would rather move in first, or I can't move in without being married. So there's definitely some kind of differences here that are either between the two of you and they need to be worked out, or they are including other people, you could say, whether it's just in somebody's life, in their head, or people, cultural, religious differences, social status, some things to overcome in that way. But I'll tell you what, the energy around commitment and what they're coming in here with to talk about is really strong, Gemini, with the Hierophant, which again can include things like marriage and maybe even some kind of paperwork energy. The Hierophant, the Lover's card, the King of Pentacles, and what this conversation is around, the King of Swords. Because that's transactional energy. It's clarity in your relationship. It's like somebody thinking logically, intelligently, like it's coming in a rational way. This is not coming in an all over the place way. I just think that something's been all over the place around this person and around this connection for a while. Gemini, this is your energy, the Lover's card. And it's connecting with Venus here, which is the planet of love. This is Archangel Raphael, who is connected to the heart chakra as the Lover's card, but also moving into the throat chakra. I love, I speak, I love you. This is clear. This person is in a self-actualization energy. There is a coming together energy. There is commitment here. It is here. It's just really this talk, it's like it needs to happen now. It's time. Yeah, there's a decision to be made between the two of you. It's right here on the Fool in reverse. You know, and that's an energy of another chance and new beginnings, a new path. But if you haven't completed what's going on in the World card, it's an indicator in particular with the Fool in reverse that there's still like not a lot of clear communication going on. Or there's a lot of apathetic energy that's still here. There's definitely unresolved hurt. And I feel like it goes really far back. Okay, this is just so incredibly clear around it being time, synchronicity. Timing here, look, it is catty corner, connecting directly with our Lover's card today in the overall energy. It is right in between the Ace of Wands in reverse, which we saw coming in, actually, with the Three of Wands. We saw the Two of Wands, like what you're waiting for. So the delay. And on the other end, what is the delay? The Ten of Pentacles, life together. Long-term energy, commitment, Hierophant, which can be including marriage. Moving in, what is that? Or overcoming those obstacles that might be presented by way of cultural, religious differences. Whether it's just the two of you or personal feelings about the direction you would go, or their personal feelings. Or again, or including other people like that say, well, this is how we do it. The cultural religious differences. But synchronicity is the timing, like it's time. Things are lining up for this. It's really super clear. Our angel is sort of highlighting the sun, the new cycle. You can see the angel here with the clouds illuminating. This is the sun, you know, connected to source, literally here. A happy energy around this growth, a luminary, being able to see everything, and that sun needed for these 10 pentacles here for growth. A message did come in that it's going to be specific, but I will always bring in the messages. So beep, 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 specific message alert at the tarot closet. If this is around even blending families, you know, or doing things in an unconventional way that maybe the other partner here, the other person in the relationship doesn't agree with, or again, it could be even bigger around like how somebody was raised, what's in their head, or what somebody, third party, might even be saying to them. The Chariot is here. It's in reverse, and it's here with the Eight of Wands in reverse. That is literally the delay around this communication. How long has it been? That's specific to you, but it's really clear to me that it's time. The Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. It's going right here on the Ten of Pentacles. So this is not surprising to me at all, because it's a validation that it's what we already know, that things have not been worked out yet. Things have not been worked out yet, which they need to be. Present moment. Oh my gosh, this is really clear. Synchronicity, present moment, the Hierophant, all leading us up here to the Lover's card. I want to validate something as well. Our Eight of Pentacles in reverse and our Eight of Wands in reverse, like the information that hasn't come through yet, the communication, the issues that they're having around it. What I do like about this is that's an 88. And that's what I call butterfly energy, a new stage. And butterflies do wait until storms pass, winds die down. So there is some kind of timing energy here around finally having this conversation. And you can even see the blue butterfly here connecting us with the throat chakra in the King of Swords, which is your energy, Gemini. That this person, like, it's time. And also something has changed around them. And I do want to validate if there has been any kind of vice and there's been any kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Ultimatum around it, you know, that would need to change. They're kind of coming in here with that. Like they know that about themselves. And they're coming in here, it's part of this communication. The Two of Cups is here. Wow. The Lover's card, the Two of Cups, present moment now, synchronicity. And again, just even here in our court card, the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, this communication connecting with our Six of Swords, like it is time. I want to validate something, okay? First of all, it's clear already for me. The Two of Cups energy, the lovers, the way it's come in, that you do love each other and you really need to make a decision. But I also want to validate if there has been some connection around the marriage energy. I'm looking at you, the Hierophant. That hasn't worked out based on the differences you both have, or including third-party kind of energy. Because this can connect to marriage. That's what I wanted to say. Marriage proposal energy, family energy. You made some promises to each other at some point, and maybe, oh yeah, I think some of them were broken. But there's still a connection here, obviously. You still love each other. The Three of Wands is here. So we saw the Three of Wands coming in right when the reading began. It was a little early, and then further on, the Two of Wands came. Literally, the choice you're waiting for this person to make the move. And it's a boat that's powered by the wind. First of all, it's a sailboat. And that's the air energy. That's communication. It's on the water, which is around timing. And that's also the emotional energy. And it's heading here to the sun, a new cycle, and a luminary revealing. So this conversation is it does feel open and emotional and somewhat intense. It does feel like let's just say that it does feel like there's a lot of emotions around it. And a lot of the emotions and the feelings between you, it's all still here, this present moment of what hasn't been worked out, how everybody feels. The delay in the Chariot in reverse with the Eight of Wands is strongly connected around the communication. However, it is next to the Hierophant, so that also validates that energy around the bigger commitment here, which is here, by the way. Wow. So the Seven of Cups is here, also in reverse. And I like this energy in reverse because it's clarity. Because this is waiting on somebody with commitment issues, and this is getting clarity. So it is like, for me, it's like the preparations are being made, like somebody's making this plan to come to you. Whether it is across the street, town, city, state, country, the world, picking up the phone, breaking a silence, getting out of no contact, maybe no contact and or no communication for some of you. They've been difficult to communicate with, and they're aware of that, so I'm wondering if that's also something that's changed. I keep getting this vice energy, but I think that's just a really specific message for someone. Yeah, they know they haven't been easy to communicate with. They've taken up a lot of space, I feel like, in this connection, and you don't feel heard as well. The Death card is here, and the King of Cups is here. Wow. So first I want to address the fact that the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Swords is here. So we're only missing someone getting the courage and being ready in the King of Wands. And then we're almost in, but then at that point we're in the Emperor energy. The Death card, Rebirth, I like this because it's connecting directly with that transformational energy. What does a snake that's here have to do? It has to shed its skin. There's no other way. It has to change, and that's what all these leaves are, and that's what the snake is here for. And I like this because it's validating that we are getting out of the Hanged Man energy where things have been. A period of uncertainty, indecision, big time, power struggles, inaction. Really super clear. There need to be some paradigm shifts. Somebody needs to get out of their ego and the shedding of the skin here and communicating and working, bringing it all forward. The clarity is all right here. Like that's what that is for me. It does feel make or break. It does feel, again, really emotional. It feels like it's been going on for a while. I do like what I feel like is growth around this person communicating. Thank you for being here at the Tarot Closet. Thank you for watching the Tarot Closet. Again, my name is Christine, and you can call me Chris. So you can see some oracle is coming in. I'm not reading it in reverse. The bottom of the deck. Revelation. There it is. There's the revelation. There's writing on it. There's a star. There's also a healing. Lotus flower here. Somebody has been in a lot of thought. They've been hard to communicate with, if at all. They are having a revelation. There is a move toward you. It's just really clear. And it's also really clear whatever's been going on that you do love each other. And there is a decision to make here, Gemini. Things kind of pulling you together. Synchronicity, present moment, the Lovers, the Two of Cups. Oh my gosh. Cosmic order. Beginning, middle, end, life, death, rebirth. Oh my gosh. It's like past, present, the future, the possibilities, the timing. The cosmic order is obviously connecting with our synchronicity. The strength is here. You can see the lion taking a foot forward. Obviously, it connects me to the Leo energy. There's source as well, the sun, the luminary. I want to say you can see the music staff, like the music notes there. That connects me specifically to making peace, restoring harmony around music. So that could be connecting here musically, but it's really more about them getting over their pride. And also some fear, which is connecting to that around their true feelings here the revelation, finally communicating, getting out of their head. Yeah, because there's definitely been a lot of holding back around this person. They've been difficult to communicate with, I feel. And I just want to validate that too, being ready, should it be connected to marriage, or what level of commitment is that for you? It's specific. If it's the case around platonic and or physical, the feelings and all of that are here that somebody may have been having trouble with. The Strength card, by the way, is connected to the heart chakra. And look what's here. Communication. It's just not surprising. Present moment, cosmic order, communication. The fact that it's been delayed because they're in their head in the King of Swords, kind of going over things, trying to also get over themselves. And there might be literal travel involved in the communication. That's very specific. But they're clear. This is somebody who has clarity. This is somebody who wants to communicate and also bring that clarity to you. So breaking the silence, getting out of no contact, it's so specific. Look, listen. So I want to tell you, it's connecting here with synchronicity and this angel with the cloud. It's almost like they are listening. By the way, Archangel Raphael just wants to heal everybody. But there is that energy of listening to themselves, their intuition, their gut instincts, these are our guardian angels. So there's this energy around the movement, just feeling like this is what they're going to do. This is what they need to do. But I also kind of feel like it represents the two of you and what you have to say to each other. Creativity. Sort of like, look, trying to find a way through this labyrinth. Getting everything, using the right part of the brain. I don't mean right or left, but I guess you could say either or both. That can help navigate everything back to you and navigate the complications that are here. It's kind of like magician energy too, like getting focused and having all the tools in front of you, water, air, earth, and fire, and then just going and making it happen. Wow. Well, look what's here. Union and the moon. This is real clear and clearly connected to the Lover's card. Not even a question. Whether it's in person or it's via message, phone call, email, it is what is clearly on their mind. This person has had a revelation. And what have they been hiding in this moon? This moon has been on my mind actually throughout your reading, because I do a lot of shuffling before your reading, and I kept seeing it, and I thought, okay, well, it's going to come. And then I saw it while we were getting into the reading shuffling, but it moved too fast. So what's been hidden? What's been hidden? What's been hiding? What's been hidden? The moon is connected to the tide, the water, the emotions. And we already know synchronicity, there's this guiding energy to this light, to the sun, to revealing it, that they love you. Life with you is extremely clear. But I understand from where I've been in this reading and how deep we've gone that there are a lot of things to work out. That much is really clear. As I say that, my throat chakra is going kind of nuts. And a lot of that is this person communicating. The Tarot Closet channeled love messages. Love messages from your person, from their higher self. The bottom of the deck. I will never have a connection like this with anyone else. I know. It's clear. And I was even hiding that from myself. But I've had a revelation. That should say have, by the way. That was me writing had. My biggest mistake. Oh, that camera makes me insane. I don't think you missed very much, but you just never know. So just to be sure, I'm going to just go back with the love messages, okay? I will never have a connection like this with anyone else was the first one. It's the bottom of the deck. And it's becoming very clear to them here with what they were hiding even from themselves. They tried to talk themselves into that with the moon. They're clear. 7 of Cups in reverse. They're sending a direct message here on the communication card. I have not moved on. I'm lying. And we know that already. Even with the Chariot in reverse, it's like stagnation around movement, and that's connecting to the not moving on. You touched my soul so deeply was what I was reading when I looked up and the camera wasn't recording. That's what it does. It's nothing about a battery. It's just this is how it is. Apologies, by the way. I know that I have hurt you, disappointed you. Please believe me when I say I'm sorry. So there is an apology here. It's right on the King of Cups. It's sincere. King of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Swords, all in the upright. I'm sorry I ghosted you. That's very specific. And as every moment ticks away, the more I keep thinking about the past, the stronger I feel that our love is meant to last. I love you, baby. It's going here with the present moment with listen. Like, will you hear me? And the Two of Cups. Wow. Gemini, thank you for joining me today. This is your Gemini message. Your Gemini Love Tarot, Gemini Love reading. Trust the timing of this reading. Thank you for being here at the Tarot Closet. I look forward to seeing you at another love reading soon.